So I've kind of been stuck at home for the last few days, and it's allergy season, and for some reason, got them bad this year. Anyway, I spent this time stuck at home contemplating all kinds of stuff. And one of the things that keeps coming up to me, and I keep seeing it on, on YouTube and different areas, and in talk shows and things like that. AI, the new coming existential crisis for humanity, literally. And AI, it's a subject a lot of us don't really want to talk about. I mean, it's like a lot of people kind of, oh, it's silly, blah blah. But the reality is, it really isn't. It's something that's going to happen, and in the near future, they're saying 2026 that AI is going to basically outthink any human being. It'll be able to outperform any human being at thinking tasks. It's pretty much almost there already. And, you're going to find that a lot of jobs, a lot of professional jobs, like sadly true, like legal, medical, just even advertising and writing, those things are going to be they're going to be replaced with machines. There's going to be very little jobs in those fields, and a lot of people are going to be without jobs. And this is going to go into manufacturing. It's going to go into a lot of things. I mean, truck drivers, bus drivers, all those, taxi cabs, all those things. Those jobs will all be replaced. And it's going to be more, how can I say it? I'm not an expert in any of this. I mean, I don't profess to be an expert. I've been thinking about it. People are going to want more of a human touch to certain things. And I'm speaking to those right now. I'm speaking to everybody, but my field is in the woodworking field and wood finishing, and making products for people that are in the crafts and in the artistic trades. And I think that those people are going to have the advantage. I actually think the artist is going to have the advantage. And this is just, I want people to think about this, because a lot of us don't want to think about it. Even I was guilty of it. I didn't want to think about it months and months and months ago. For the last year, 2 years, I didn't want to think about it. It's like, that's ridiculous. And computers aren't going to replace anything. It's almost here. And, Elon Musk was just talking about it the other day. I was watching the show, and he's been pretty on target on a lot of his stuff. And he's done what he says he's going to do. He's done a lot of it. So, and there's multiple others. The guys that developed AI, I think I talked about this in a few videos back. They already found that the AI has actually replaced them in writing the AI and making better AI. So now we're getting to the point where AI is starting to make its own AI. And, this is just amazing. It's amazing, but it's also scary. And it can be an existential crisis, or it could be an existential kerfuffle, literally. It could be something, just a small obstacle, a small mess that we got to clean up. And I think if we start thinking about it now and approaching it now and getting prepared for it now, as creators, makers, whatever you want to call yourself, artists, craftsmen, or just the regular common man, or the DIYer, or just the guy who has a regular good job. We start thinking about this now and preparing for it now. It may be a little obstacle in the future, but we might find that it's not much of an obstacle at all. Maybe just a speed bump. And actually, we might find that it actually is something very helpful to us. And I hear all this talk about, I don't want to be political. All this talk about, UBI, universal basic income, because of the AI, because of the jobs are gone. There's no jobs, and so now the government has to literally put us on some sort of basic income programs, which is really scary, really scary. And like I said, I don't want to be political here. I'm not being political. I'm talking for everyone. Everyone that enjoys freedom, everyone that is sane enough to understand that freedom is the way, and freedom is it promotes growth. it literally promotes innovation. So we all want to remain free. If you don't want to remain free, then you don't belong free. You belong either in an institution somewhere, or sane asylum, or prison. Because if you don't believe in freedom, then fine. Then you want to be in prison. That's where you belong. And you have freedom of choice, and you have freedom to choose what you may want to do and what you want to be. So that's your bag. That's your bag. But let's get off that. I'm for freedom, and I'm sure 99.9% of the people that are watching this are for freedom. And but the sad truth of the matter is if we don't look at this now, if we are lazy, or we don't want to believe it, and we don't want to face our fears, we're going to be in trouble. And there are many of you that don't believe that there are people out to get you, that don't want to see you succeed. So many of you want to believe that everything's hunky-dory and kumbaya and happy, smiley, all that stuff. And those are the kind of people that give me a hard time when I do these videos. I mean, last week I had 2 goofballs give me a hard time out of all the videos I did. And it's kind of funny. And those are the kind of people that want to believe everything's hunky-dory, be kind, be nice, but you don't always have to be nice. Well, the reality is that there are people that will do you wrong, and it happens all the time. You know, they make movies about it. I mean, just about every movie we watch is about the guy, trying to get the $1 million, and they're killing each other and shooting each other, and, for the bag of money, the wild crazy chases and scenes, and all kinds of people get shot and killed and all kinds of stuff for, the $1 million bag. Ridiculous. Well, the reality is there's a lot of truth to this. People will do anything for money, and they'll do anything to enslave you. We fought wars on this world, many wars over slavery and over freedom. I mean, just about every war is supposedly about giving freedom to somebody. So, there are been a lot of people and a lot of horrible conflicts because people want to be free. And I believe that humanity should fight for freedom. But the sad truth of the matter is that there are people that want to enslave you. There are people that want to devour you. There are people that want to take your money. There are people that want to be you, or are jealous of you, or don't want you to succeed. Just like when family, when someone passes away in family, there are children that fight over this estate and steal it and rob and do all kinds of horrible things. I mean, I've seen people literally set up for, 10, 20 plus years of just trying to steal a small, measly little estate, which was ridiculous. Family members are a victim of that. Really disgusting. But you see that. You see this in the world everywhere. It's sad. Certain people want to steal other people's thunder, or want to replace them, or say they're better than them, or literally take away their free will, or even their sanctity, or their, how can I say, their legacy. Well, I believe that humanity's legacy is sacred, and we all deserve freedom. And with this coming AI, it could go 2 ways. It could go in the path of ultimate freedom, or it can go on the path of enslavement. And if we think about this now, and we prepare ourselves now, and we also push in the right direction, we will have ultimate freedom and not enslavement. Right now, a lot of us feel enslaved just trying to make a buck. Just trying to get in the game and get ahead of the game, or to be able to retire or relax, or breathe easy, or just feed your family. And a lot of us are enslaved on this system that we have now, just because the system is designed for us all to fail. It's designed to hold us down. But we can change this. There's a big change coming. So don't ignore the coming AI situation, the coming existential crisis. Let's make it an existential kerfuffle, which means a very small little bump, in the road. It may be something for a little while, but we can turn it into something good. And the creators, the artists, the craftsmen, the makers, if you want to call yourself that. I really don't like the term maker, as you guys know, some of you know. The creators, the artists, the craftsmen, those people are probably have the advantage. And hopefully this will be a coming of innovation and a new renaissance of art and an appreciation for the human touch. Because when AI becomes commonplace and robotic works and become commonplace, people are going to really appreciate the actual human touch. So I just wanted to open up people's minds today, and it's something for you to think about. And if this interests you, I'd like to hear what you have to say in the comments. And it should interest you because it's going to affect us all. Don't put your head in the sand. That's all. Just wanted to open up this discussion and get people to think. Thanks.